Hello everyone, so I will present in this video some results of my PhD that I performed in the source to sink project at Rennes University. So the aim of my PhD was to perform a source to sink analysis of 4 domains: the two Pyrenean retroflow basin, Aquitaine and Bay of Biscay basin, and a two relief feeding this basin, the Pyrenees and the French Massif Central. The methodology of this study is split in 3 parts. First, the sink study is a classical basin study thanks to a large subsurface database. Then the source part consists in the estimation of the eroded volume from the two relief feeding the basin, and to synthesize I compare the two parts with the mass balance and the realization of source to sink map. Our basin analysis is based on new age model from biostratigraphy and orbitostratigraphy study. We interpret a large dataset of seismic profile calibrated in age and fasces from the proximal part to distal part of the system. This synthesis allows us to propose a second stratigraphic model for the infilling of these two basins. The results are resumed here and show at the first order the tectonostratigraphic history of the Pyrenean retroflow basin with the identification of two large unconformities, the first at around 25 million years that marks the transition from syn to post-orogenic stage, and the second one at around 10 million years that marks a large uplift related to West European events. We also look at the 3D geometry with these isopaque maps. They illustrate the partitioning evolution of the sediment storage during the tertiary. At the first order, the sediment are stored in the foredip during synorogenic phase and are exported to the distal part during the postorogenic phase. Our basin analysis allows us to propose a new model for the retroflow basin evolution, focused on the relationship between accommodation and sediment supply. Briefly, for the source part, I use different results of the project to estimate the total amount of eroded rocks in the two relief domain. For the Pyrenees, I use thermochronology, and French Massif Central, I use geomorphology. Finally, the source to sink synthesis shows a large difference between eroded and preserved sediments. The mass balance is very coherent for the synorogenic phase, when the sediments are stored in the proximal domain, but during the postorogenic and mostly during Pleistocene, the balance is wrong. This difference can be explained by the recycling of previous sediments occurring during the uplift of the Aquitaine basin in the late history of the system. To conclude, I summarize on this slide all the results focused on the basin evolution. During the orogenic phase, two stages can be recognized. The first up to the limitation with the subsidence localized in front of the Pyrenean thrust sheet, and then the migration toward the basin of the thrust and subsidence. During post-orogenic, the establishment of the isostatic rebound caused a change in the subsidence localization and the export sediment dynamic. Between 16 and 10 million years, a large West European event caused an uplift of the entire domain and the export of all the sediment towards the Bay of Biscay.